And then Mr. Renfro, can you go ahead and state your name for the record?
My name is Christopher Allen Renfro. Today I am demanding a vacate of these matters for I still do not consent. The jury trial is not a grand jury, so it would be a violation of the provisions of the Constitution of the United States of America. The traffic tickets were not criminal with this jurisdiction is for criminals, so I'd like those vacated also. No, there was no proof nor burden that the testimony of the cop was proved to be true, and also no evidence. I still have not gotten discovery, which means it doesn't sound like the plaintiff is ready to move forward either. So that's my statement. I demand the court to vacate these matters and restore me whole again.
And there it is, Renfro's first big loss of the day. Notice how the judge cuts right through the nonsense, pointing out that dismissing a case isn't just about shouting legal-sounding words. Courts don't operate on personal consent. They operate on established law. Here's the key point. When you say, I don't consent, you're not rejecting the government. You're just refusing to engage with reality. And that's a dangerous move, especially in front of a judge who holds the power to decide your freedom. Let me ask you, do you think Renfro truly believes this strategy works, or is he just doubling down because admitting defeat feels worse than losing?
So most of what you stated is incorrect, and I'm denying your request to vacate or dismiss. The proper term would be dismiss, but denying that request. One thing that you did mention, though, that I do want to talk about is the discovery issue. And so is there any discovery that Mr. Renfro needs that he does not have?
There's a police report in the criminal matter and then the tickets that he received.
Has that been provided?
I have no way to provide that to Mr. Renfro. He offered it to them previously and he did not take that.
How would you like that to be given to you, sir?
Well, the 24th was the cutoff, so we're past the cutoff, and that means that there's no discovery on either side.
What it means is that the rules in this court are set by me, and if you want discovery, don't remember, you don't want discovery because you just stated you wanted discovery. So if you want discovery, I'm gonna make sure it happens. So if you want discovery, how do you want to give it to me?
I don't. We're past the cutoff line, and I want to vacate.
He doesn't want it. All right, well, if you don't want discovery, that's fine. In regards to work, also I want to mention, not right, but somewhat maybe along the path towards that somewhere, when you stated the thing about the civil infractions. So you're right, civil infractions are not criminal matters. They are civil infractions for a reason because they don't carry any penalty of going to jail or anything like that. And so you aren't entitled to a jury trial on the civil infractions. You are entitled to a formal hearing. So my plan would be to have the formal hearings either before or after, depending on how it works out, the jury trial on the misdemeanor matter. Attorney Odette, do you have any objection to that?
I have none, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, and Mr. Renfro, I know you don't want to be here, you don't want to do any of this, you don't consent to anything, but nobody here on a criminal case really consents to it. So is that all right if we do those things at the same time, or would you prefer to come back on different days?
Declaration of Independence, their second paragraph down talks about the consent to be governed, and also William Lynch letters talks about when slavery ended, commerce was created. What differentiated the two was consent. So maybe we need to go back to our books.
That is a very interesting concept. It's, again, incorrect. Also, Declaration of Independence isn't law. Declaration of Independence was a declaration that we made to the King of England about what we wanted to see happen in this country. So that's not law. I wouldn't quote that anymore. I would quote
Reasons why
other
they went
things.
to war with England.
One more.
This is where the sovereign citizen playbook goes completely off the rails. Renfro is quoting the Declaration of Independence like it's a law book. But here's the truth. It's not law. It's history. It was essentially a breakup letter to King George III, not a binding legal code. And then he brings up the infamous Willie Lynch letters, which historians widely believe were a fabricated document. This is the danger of courtroom conspiracies. They sound dramatic, they sound intellectual, but the judge is absolutely right. None of it carries legal weight. Imagine walking into a science exam and quoting poetry. It might sound pretty, but it's not going to get you the grade.
We're going to keep doing this, and I'm going to keep reminding you of that, because if you try to do it while we're having a jury trial, I'm going to shut it down way faster, because we're not going to do it in front of a jury. All right? So again, remember, we don't interrupt each other. So let's go back to the question, which was, would you like to do the jury trial and the formals on the civil infractions on the same day, or would you like to do them on different days? That's the only answer I need right now.
Proceed how you feel, because you already have, so.
Okay, I agree with that. So we will set them for the same day. I think that will be more convenient for everyone involved.
Thank you.
And we do try to be convenient for people around here. Okay, and so let's set this then for.
I believe it's already set. I believe there's already notice for the, well, I don't believe it was on set, I mean.
But it was not set for today.
If we set
That right there is a warning shot. The judge is making it crystal clear. Renfro might get away with these interruptions in a preliminary hearing, but in front of a jury, the stakes are way higher. A single outburst can tank your credibility. Instantly, or worse, land you in contempt of court. And did you catch the irony? Renfro says he wants a jury trial, but his behavior almost guarantees he'll alienate the very people he's asking to decide his fate. Question for you. If you were sitting on that jury, would you take him seriously after hearing all this, or would you tune him out completely?
7th, Mr. Renfro, is that an acceptable, I know no date is acceptable to you, but are you free on August 7th?
On summons, I'll be here.
Okay, all right, you'll get a notice. We won't send you a summons, but we will send you a notice for
The
you.
only summons is a little bit.
Well, if you don't show up, I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for your arrest, so be fair warned. August 7th, jury trial, 2025, August 7th at 8:30 a.m. That will also be the same date for the formal hearings on the civil infractions. And like I said, I'm not real sure which ones we'll do first or last, but I'm thinking we'll probably do the jury trial first so we can get the jury in and out of here, and then we'll move on to the civil infractions. That way, if we have to come back the next day on the civil infractions, we don't have to bring the jury back. Last thing before we leave, Attorney Odette, you mentioned that, actually, there's 2 more things I want to talk about before we leave. 1, you mentioned that today was set for and motion, and I do have as well have it, there was no set for motions, but I don't have any written motions filed. Did either of you file any written motions?
I did not, Your Honor.
Did you, Mr. Renfro?
No, I do not.
No? Okay, all right, so I don't know why that was set for that. I know you made an oral motion today, but, all right. Well, then that's not an issue. I will also note that right now, the jury trial actually has a date for Friday, September 5th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, that was the date that we submitted.
This is the date of Mr. Becker's trial.
Okay,
It just kept moving forward.
gotcha. All right, so do we want to do August 7th or September 5th? It's like either day is gonna be fine.
Well, of course, discretion.
I'd say August 7th is good a date as any, so we're gonna, we had it originally set for, I think it was, yeah, July 25th. We had to move it because there was some kind of emergency or something. I don't remember what happened on that date, but it was something weird. So then we moved it, but we'll move it back to August 7th. That way we can get Mr. Renfro in a little bit sooner rather than later. I think those are all the things that I want to time, Mr. Renfro. I know we've already talked about this, but it is your intention to represent yourself in this matter. Is that true?
It ain't my intention to present this cause.
Okay. You do not want me to ask the public defender's office to appoint you an attorney, is that right? You don't want that, right?
No,
And you do not want to retain an attorney, is that right?
correct. I'm competent and I will see these matters through myself.
All right, you understand, and we've talked about this before, but you understand that Attorney Odette and people that work in our office that are lawyers have law degrees, they've been through law school, they've been doing this for many years, and according to the people in the legal system, You are gonna place yourself at a significant advantage by representing yourself. Do you understand that?
Advantage? Yes.
At disadvantage. I'm sorry, I didn't say advantage, I meant disadvantage.
I see it another way, but that's.
And that's fine, that's why people represent themselves, so they think that they can do it, and you seem pretty confident.
And that's how it ends for now. The judge keeps his cool, sets a firm trial date, and even warns Renfro that if he doesn't show, a warrant will follow immediately. What's striking is how much grace this judge actually gives him. Many judges would have lost patience long before this point, but here we see measured discipline combined with absolute authority. The lesson? Sovereign citizen tactics don't work. Courts don't bend to conspiracy theories. They run on law and order. So what do you think? Was the judge too patient with Renfro, or did he handle it perfectly? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this breakdown as jaw-dropping as we did, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom showdowns. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.